brothers and sisters in the risen Lord, Wednesday, after Epiphany of the Lord, John Wesley died with his on his tongue, and let us live with it in our hearts. That is, the best of all is God is with us. John Wesley is the founder of the Methodist Church in Britain. His heart was afire with the love for Jesus. He traveled extensively, most on horseback, preaching the gospel of Christ. He covered 250,000 miles and preached 40,000 sermons. He was also a man who loved the poor. He often visited the prisons and even helped the poor by opening dispensaries for them. John Wesley preached right up to the time of his death, though he acknowledged that he was now an old man, decayed from head to foot. Before he closed his eyes in death, he was heard saying twice, "The best of all is God with us." This is our supreme consolation and comfort, that Jesus is always with us, even when storms beat at our little boats and our oars seem to make no progress. In today's gospel, we heard about Jesus walking on the water to rescue his disciples who were struggling against a storm. Let us note, Jesus walked upon the waters. After the multiplication of the loaves and fish, Jesus warned the disciples to take a boat to go to the other side. Having dismissed the crowd, he went up to the hills to pray. The disciples thought that he would join them on the other side of the lake by land, since there was no other boats left except the one they had taken. John chapter 6 verse 27. While Jesus was praying on the mountain, it being the early summer, in the clear moonlight, he saw the disciples fruitlessly struggling against a storm. They were in difficulty, in danger. They needed help, and they needed it in soon. Jesus could not reach them by land, as they were in the middle of the lake. So he walked upon the waters and rescued them. Jesus allowed the storm. The Sea of Galilee was 6 miles at its widest and 12 miles from the north to the south. The disciples had been rowing for almost 9 hours and they had crossed only 3 miles, hardly half of the sea. Jesus allowed the disciples to encounter the storm in order to teach them some lesson. 1. It was a trial of their faith, so that they might realize their own weakness and seek the help of the Lord. Second lesson, it was a lesson for them to endure hardship in their lives. There will come a time when they will be on their own, traveling lands and sea, preaching the name of the Lord, and then they will have to struggle in the physical absence of the Lord. Third, it was a lesson for them to experience the sweetness of calm after a terrible storm. We also experience the storm in order to be strengthened and get Shakti from the Lord during this Eucharistic sacrifice. May God bless you all. Amen.